Nigel, huge day then for immigration figures. Let's start with the fact that the ONS managed to completely mess up these figures. What do you make to that?
Yes, I mean, the fact is that their original estimate of what 2023 would be have now gone up by 234,000. Today's revision was the second revision. And then the lie that the numbers for 24 are down by 20%. No, they're not down by 20% because of the revision that has happened before. And think about this. A Conservative government that had won 4 general elections, committed to reducing net migration to tens of thousands a year in 3 of those 4 manifestos, gave us net migration of nearly 1 million, net migration of nearly 1 million people in 1 year. That is a complete breach of their election promises. It is a total betrayal of those that voted for Brexit. And if you can't get a GP appointment, can't get your kid into the local school, can't travel anywhere because of the traffic, wonder why new houses are being built all around you, well, that's because the Conservative government did this. And for Keir Starmer to come out this afternoon with a live press conference to say, we're going to sort the problem out, when clearly he has no intention to do so, makes you realise that actually the biggest division in this country between Westminster and ordinary folk is on the exploding population. And for Jonathan Portes to say, it's not about numbers, it is about numbers. And this massive increase in population has also made us all poorer too.
Let's play devil's advocate, because I've got to say, Nigel, I don't share the optimism of the former guest there. He thinks it's definitely going to come down. That's a given. But let's just indulge that theory for a second, because one of the key tenets, one of the core tenets of Reform UK is about population management, border security, immigration control. What about then if we fast forward to 5 years' time and miraculously, somehow, Keir Starmer has managed to sort it all out. We've got minuscule net migration. Where does that leave Reform UK?
He has no intention of doing so. And look, he told us on illegal migration that fewer people would be in hotels, and he boasted that planes were taking illegal immigrants out of the country. Today's figures showed the cost of asylum went up 36% last year, 36% to 5.38 billion. And that doesn't even count the cost of the Manston Processing Centre or the aeroplanes or boats in the Channel every day. And returns, which normally from Q2 to Q3 go up because more people come during the southern months and more people get deported, returns went down. So already Starmer is breaking the promises that he made.
And also, other big news from Reform UK today as well, Dame Andrea Jenkins. You've announced her as a defection and an upcoming mayoral candidate. Tell us more.
Yeah, I mean, Andrea has been a very loyal Tory MP. She very much hoped that Robert Jenrick would win the leadership election campaign because Jenrick had very much come to my position. It was like a tribute act, really, that we should leave the ECHR, reduce net migration down to pretty much zero. But, of course, he lost. Kemi Badenoch has won. She gave an absolutely farcical press conference yesterday afternoon. And remember, these figures today are the responsibility of that Conservative government. And so Andrea said, look, I think reform, is where my heart is. So she's joined us and she will stand for us for the newly created position of Mayor of Greater Lincolnshire. And I think she's got a very good chance of winning.
What would you say, I have to ask you as well, you've got Andrew Jenkins in. One of the things that many GB News viewers have been in touch about is Ben Habib. What's happened there for anyone that's not followed that twist and turn?
Yeah. Well, that was the real champagne moment of the day. I mean, it was a good day, but Ben Habib announcing he's not with us really was the absolute icing on the cake. Look, after the election, Ben didn't get elected, other people did, and he and David Bull had been the deputy leaders under Richard Tice. And I said, Ben, David, I'm really sorry, but I want to make Richard Tice the deputy because he's in the House of Commons. He will literally deputise for me when he's there and I'm travelling around the country. And David Bull accepted that and is very much a part of the organisation. And poor old Ben felt bitter about it. And he's attacked me more in public than the Labour Party have. He's gone very bitter, very twisted. It's very sad. The fact that he's walked away, frankly, is a huge relief.